Hi, this is Fiona Handy again with Journal 4 Part 2. Yay, more questions. Woo! I'm really excited about these questions. So, what ideas or happenings in this novel relate to your life? Explain using examples from your own life. This is a really tough question because this is a fantasy fiction and the animals talk. And I don't know how this relates to my life. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I think they're wandering through forests. I guess that relates to my life. I never really got lost in one or had to fight off giant spiders or fall. I never fell in a lake and slept for a week or got attacked by wolves or goblins. But I did walk in a forest once. We were just exploring, me and my family, and just walking. You know how you camp and you just hike around. I guess that's what it's called, like hiking, I guess. But you don't hike through a forest, right? If you're camping, don't you walk through the forest? I don't know. All I know is I was in a forest, we were walking on this path, and I guess that kind of is a similar event. Another similar event is where I lost my ring, but I didn't try to kill someone for it. I'm not like Gollum. This is the ring I lost. And I'm kind of like Gollum, I guess, then. I'm not consumed by the ring or anything, but I lost it, and I was freaking out, and I thought I was going to, be all sad and grounded because this is my birthday ring that my grandmother got me for my birthday, and I lost it, and it was a whole mess for me. But I found it. It was in my jean pocket. The Gollum never finds his ring. So, I guess some more adventures when I lost my ring and when I had to wander through a forest. I never really got lost. They don't really get lost either. Just walking on a path with a group of people. There's not really much. I guess I have no life. Or maybe I do, but not just similar to this. It's a fantasy fiction. The talking animals. This is really impossible. Which characters is most like you? Why? Give evidence, examples, things in the book, and connect to examples of things in your life. Okay, I think Elrond is most like me, and I was the elven, person to like help out with the dwarves and the hobbit and Gandalf, and she like kind of welcomed them in her home or his home, and that's kind of like me. I'm always really nice to people, and I welcome people in my home all the time. People don't need a place, they don't have a place to stay or something. Like my friends, if they don't have like a ride home, or if they need a place to stay until their parents pick them up, like they're in car riders for like hours, I guess. I say, come over to my place and, stay for a little while and we can get you back on your feet. And we're just a really nice family. We really like to help a lot of people out. And I guess I'm kind of like Elrond in that scenario. He is very friendly. She's very friendly. And, they're just out to help people and to do good. So, yes, I think that's kind of like me. I'm a very nice person. And I'm not going to ever deny someone if they're in need. Never, ever, ever. Plus, she was quite clever. Or he or she, why could you and she? I want her to be a she. Maybe she's a she. She probably is a she. But anyway, I am very clever. I'm very intelligent, and yeah. And elves are really pretty. So I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, I'm really nice and I'm really kind, and I'm not trying to sound narcissistic or conceited or anything. But since we're trying to relate to a character, I guess that would be the character I would want to be, or that I am, that I represent. So, what major event helped resolve the plot? Of course, the killing of Smog. Hello, that was the person guarding the gold. Okay, like he would know that. I just wanted to say hello. But no, he guarded the gold and the treasure, and without killing him, everything would be really bad, and everybody would probably be killed. So if he wasn't killed, everyone else would have been killed, and they wouldn't have gotten the gold within the kingdom that they wanted back, the dwarves. So since Bard killed him, that kind of kicked off like the whole plot. The whole The whole storyline was to get back their treasure and to get back their kingdom and to kill Smaug. And once they killed Smaug, they were, even had a greater chance of doing that. And with killing the Smaug came the war. So killing Smaug really kicked off a lot of things: the anger from the Lake Town people, the war, the treasure being offered or shared throughout the people, the kingdom getting their village back, Gandalf coming. There's a lot of stuff. So, what message did you get from this novel? How was it conveyed? Conveyed. The message I got was not to be greedy. For some reason, maybe that's really not the message, but Smaug was really greedy. He was so greedy and he was so evil. Oh, another message is not to be consumed by certain things, like Gollum. Maybe that really wasn't the message, but like necessities, not to be consumed by like your phones or your TVs or anything else in this world, because it can really consume you and it can really like take over your whole spirit and your whole personality. Gollum probably was a really nice person until he saw the ring and he turned really evil and started killing and eating people. And raw fish. And I don't want to eat raw fish. So I guess the storyline for me is not to be greedy and not to be consumed by the little things in life, and to always be good and do heroic things and be just a kind person in general. Because without that, there really is nothing. You'll wind up being alone like Gollum, all by yourself, and you'll be different, and you'll be talking to yourself. That's probably not true, but that's my motto. Yeah, not really my motto. So that's what I got off the story. Don't be greedy, don't be selfish, don't be consumed by necessities. Love life, do good things, do good deeds, have good morals, and don't make it bad. Okay, lastly, why would or would you not recommend this book to others? Be specific with several examples from the book. I would definitely recommend this book to others. One, okay, I have to give examples from the book, but I can't say it, so I'm going to do 4 examples. One is coming out December 14th, the movie. And this is more than an opportunity to just look, and if you're like me, one of those people who want to read the book and know everything that's going to happen in the movie, you should totally do it. And it's really a good book. This book definitely has a lot to offer. In the book, this is the enhanced edition, and it's on my phone. So, but in this book, J.R. Tolkien actually narrates some part of the book. He narrates all of Gollum's parts. He even speaks like him. It is so interesting and so intriguing to read. There's also many, just like going back to my essay that I wrote about this book, imagery. There's a lot of imagery, and it just makes you feel like you're in the book. It makes you feel like you're in Middle Earth, and you're part of this whole deal, this whole adventure, and it's so enjoyable. Like, it makes you feel like you're there. And what is wrong with the book that doesn't make you feel like you're there? It makes you want to read more. It makes you want to read more about the author. And lastly, there really are good endings, Yes, it is pretty cliche, everyone lives happily ever after, but we don't really know that for sure. And there's definitely some like foreshadowing, especially with Gollum. His ring is stolen from him, and he doesn't even try to get it back. So we want to know more about it. So definitely read it, because then you'll want to read Lord of the Rings. And Lord of the Rings is kind of like a sequel to it. So I say read it. J.R. Tolkien is amazing. His books are amazing. And you'll get to hear him sing and narrate some parts and see his own illustrations of this book and enjoy every single part of the storyline. It's overall amazing. And I'm in awe by this book, to be honest. And I never not like to read books like this. To step out of your world into this whole new world, you're in this world with just humans doing everyday things, but you have talking animals and dwarves and elves and hobbits and wizards, and it's all around exciting just to read about. To read about someone else's life in another whole dimension, in this another whole part of the world where there's magic and spells and awesome. So definitely read this book. I definitely recommend it. I definitely enjoy reading this book and doing these journal entries. I think I'm going to do some more like this or some other books I read just to, get my point across and my ideas and my whole opinion of the novel. But that was journal entry 4, part 2, and yes, this is it. So heartbreaking. And I will see you again sometime later. Alright, bye.